Welcome to Vernon Vibes with Mayor Vic Marotta. This is our inaugural program, and we're excited about it because this program gives us the opportunity to talk to you, the people of Vernon, directly. We have the benefit of coverage by some of the print media, and they do a pretty darn good job. But to be frank with you, there's so much that's been going on in Vernon, and much of it is extremely important, and we'd like the opportunity to communicate with you directly. And so, henceforth, we're going to bring to you the activity of your local government, and hopefully this show will become an interactive show. Before we're done here today, I would like to give you an email address in which you can email questions of concern or comments of concern that you'd like to see addressed in future programs, and we'll do our very best to get answers for you. Now, in the first segment of this program, I'd like to talk a little bit about what's been happening. You know, of course, that approximately 1 year ago, Vernon Township inaugurated a new form of government, the strong mayor form of government. And in fact, that puts a tremendous amount of responsibility, but also opportunity right here at this desk. And I want to tell you personally, from me to you, it is an absolute honor to serve as the mayor of Vernon Township. This is a beautiful community, physically beautiful. The people are strong. When times are tough and things need to happen, we don't have to ask people. They step up. Most recently, this past weekend, we celebrated Vernon Day. What a tremendous success it was to see our community come together and bring forth all kinds of efforts on behalf of our Little League, our Historical Society, and so many other of the organizations. And what made it a success? Vernon people working together. And that really has been our true treasure trove over the many, many years. I know for a fact that when people in our community are in need, we don't have to send out letters, and we don't have to call in welfare, and we don't have to do the things that happen in other places. In Vernon, our neighbors step up, we help each other, we take care of each other, and now we have a town council and a municipal government that reflects that character of Vernon, that goodness that makes up Vernon a very unique place to live. And frankly, I must admit I'm a bit prejudiced, having lived here as long as I have and raised my family, one that I just love, and I know that the people who do live here feel the same way. And so I want to again welcome you. I want you to thank you for tuning in. Hopefully it'll be informative, and hopefully as we go down the road together, it'll be a way for us to communicate back and forth. One of the policies that we put in place immediately upon election was an open door policy. And I often kid with people who come into town hall about the fact that on the door to my office, the sign that says mayor is actually on the inside of the door, not the outside. And some people wonder if that's because I need to know where I'm supposed to be. But the truth of the matter is that door is open. And the sign is on the inside so that when people come into the ante office, they know that that door is open, and hopefully they take that as a signal that they are welcome and that this mayor is interested in serving the community's needs, our people's needs, and helping to in fact solve problems. And that's been the fun of the first year. I've had people ask me, Mayor, how's it been? Running Vernon must be a lot of headaches. I will tell you that there are lots of challenges, but I look at those as opportunities. And my first year here, from a personal point of view, has been absolutely a tremendous experience. My wife would tell you that every morning when I get up, I can't wait to get to work, and I look forward to it. And oftentimes I'll be here late in the afternoon and on into the evening. We don't have to do that. We do it because we really care about Vernon. And hopefully, when you see the things that we are doing, you will begin to understand and care the way we do about Vernon. So having said that, let me take you, if I may, to one of the first topics that many people in Vernon are interested in. Last fall, we experienced Hurricane Irene, and the devastation of that storm was absolutely untold. And we bonded $1 million to repair the infrastructure of Vernon, we being our town council in this office. And while there were some who criticized us for doing that, the fact of the matter is that our DPW And our employees, the police department, our fire service, our ambulance people, all pitched in and helped to resolve the situation and to, in fact, repair our infrastructure. And of course, the question that I get asked at almost every meeting is, well, Mayor, where are we with reimbursement from the federal government? And I'm here to tell you today that having worked through 50% of the projects that we have repaired with the representatives from FEMA, as of yesterday afternoon, projects that cost us $219,000 approximately have in fact been approved for reimbursement at the full extent of the law, and that is 75%. And we will be receiving $164,262 from FEMA in the future to be reimbursed to the tax coffers of Vernon. There are still other projects that are under review. We have every reason to believe that we will be successful in gaining full reimbursement from FEMA, and that's a tribute to the people who work here in this town hall. Our time records, our job assignments, the DPW and the staff there, our financial officer, as well as our payroll clerks, all kept meticulous records so that when the FEMA representatives came to Vernon, their job was made easy. We've had several comments from them. As a matter of fact, we've had many of them compliment our staff, and I want to share that with you. Because of their efforts, we will be receiving that money back, and that, of course, will allay some of our tax burden in the future.
Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyowen Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com. Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyowen Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com.
Welcome back to Vernon Vibes, and we're sure glad you're here. In this segment, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about some of the exciting things that have happened and some of the exciting things that are going to happen in Vernon Township. As many of you know, following the news reports, for the first time in 20 years, we were able to deliver you a budget that in fact had a tax decrease. That budget and that tax decrease for the municipal part of your tax bill was a direct result of the efforts of the employees of Vernon Township. Early in my administration, we had a department head meeting, and it was widely reported in the county daily. And I was pretty direct with the department heads in telling them that for 2012, we were looking for a budget that wasn't $1 higher than 2011. And, initially the response to that was kind of like, oh man, what are you trying to do? But as time went on and we talked to each other, I believe it was the acceptance and the embracing of that objective by our department heads that led to the kind of savings that allowed for this tax decrease that I'm referring to. And here's what we did that was a little different. I've had many elected officials say, Mayor, how did you do that? And there wasn't any magic. But I simply told the department heads that I expected them to bring that budget in. But what would be different in this administration was, unlike others, bureaucrats have learned, employees of government have learned that if you save money, what happens is it disappears and you never get it back in your department again. And so therefore, typically, we'd come to the end of the year and people in the DPW or in the police department or in the assessor's office or any of the departments would look at it and say, whoa, I better start ordering some stuff. I got to spend this money because if I don't, they're going to take it out of my budget next year and I may or may not be able to do my job. That's classic government. Local, county, county, state, it's classic. And so here's what I said. I told the department heads, they brought me a budget that was not $1 higher to submit to the town council for 2012. I would commit that any money they saved would stay in their department for them to use in the administration of their department and carrying out the responsibilities that they had. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? But it was absolutely earth-shattering to my department heads. They'd never, ever been offered that opportunity. And so when they embraced it wholeheartedly. And when we came to the end of the calendar year 2011, ladies and gentlemen, our employees had saved almost $600,000 that was in the 2011 budget that didn't get spent. That money goes to what's known as capital surplus, or excuse me, cash surplus. What does that mean? Let me cut to the quick. It means that we had enough money to in fact reduce our indebtedness by almost $3 million in this calendar year, 2012, to reduce your property taxes by a point, and in fact to increase our cash surplus to the point where it should be. Rule of thumb in government for local municipalities is that you should have 10% of your operating budget in what's known as surplus or cash fund balance. That's to be sure that when you're in the transition from one calendar year, one budget year to the next, you have the money you need to continue to pay your bills and to continue to meet your obligations. Vernon Township in 2008 had a fund balance of less than $260,000. In 2009, it was approximately $600,000. In 2010, it approached the $1 million bracket. At the end of 2011, we had $2,084,000 in surplus. We used $575,000 of that surplus to apply against your property taxes. And that's why you have a reduction in your property taxes. But interestingly enough, that was almost $50,000 less than had been used the year before. And so in essence, through the effort of our department heads, through the excellent planning and efforts of our business administrator and our chief financial officer in conjunction with myself, working daily on our budget and watching closely how we in fact spend your tax dollars, you, the taxpayers in Vernon, are the beneficiary of it. And I believe that you will see more and more of that kind of approach. I will say this to you. We did not have to lay anyone off. We did not have to cut any services. In fact, we, in certain places, when people left, used those salaries to, in fact, hire lower paid people and more. So that, in fact, while we have a larger number of people working in Vernon Township, the cost to the taxpayers is not any higher. So I'm very, very excited about that. I'm excited about what that does for the future. And when we come back from break, I'll be more than happy to talk to you about some of those projects.
Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Balliol Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com. Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Balliol Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com.
Welcome back to Vernon Vibes with Mayor Vic Marotta. As I mentioned in the previous segment, there's some very exciting things that are happening in Vernon Township, and I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about them. One of the longest running issues in Vernon Township has been our town center and our sewer disposal system. I am proud to tell you that within 1 year of the election and installation of your new government, we appointed an MUA. In fact, that MUA developed the rules and regulations for and the operations necessary to manage the sewer system that will be turned on and available to the businesses in the town center and in the resort recreation area of our town on July 1st of this year. The cogent dates are June 18th. The United Water Sewerage Company will be before the BPU that date, seeking permission to, in fact, turn the responsibility over to the Vernon Township MUA for sewer services in Vernon. We don't anticipate a major problem there, but assuming that we're successful, on the 25th of June, we will hold a closing with the United Water Sewerage Company in which we will pay them $3,750,000 minus the $75,000 that we negotiated with them to offset the legal fees vis-a-vis the SCMUA that took place earlier this year, and a $43,000 deposit that Vernon Township made with them some time ago. Once Vernon Township has had that closing on the 25th, we will take possession and we will be operating the sewer system in the town center as well as throughout the sewer district as of July 1st, 2012. I believe that many people deserve thanks. The MUA, our professionals, but most of all, our town council. We truly are fortunate to have the quality town council that we have, and you people elected a tremendous legislative body. I know that as you've watched over the last year, you have seen our council deal with many, many, many important issues, always with professionalism, always prepared, always with the decorum that a community of our size and nature demands. And I can tell you that it is truly a pleasure to work with a group of 5 men, all of whom have different ideas about how things should be done. When I say that you, the people, did a great job, I mean that. Every spectrum of the political, every aspect of the political spectrum in Vernon Township is represented on that town council, from the very liberal to the very conservative and everything in between. But what's really, I believe, the greatest thing that could be is those 5 gentlemen do their homework. They come prepared to discuss the issues. They make their thoughts well known. And I have seen votes that have gone 3-2 one way, 3-2 the other way, 4-1, 4-1. There's no voting block. Most of the votes end up being 5-0 because they realize it doesn't matter where you are on the political spectrum. When it comes to local issues, what's best for our community seems to be the mantra of this council. And so all I would tell you is, when all of the thanks have been and the kudos have been handed out, I would suggest that you thank your councilmen. They have had the courage, they've had the foresight, and they've had the wisdom to tackle tough issues, to do it in a transparent manner, and do it in a way that brings tremendous respect to your governing body, and hopefully will help to restore the trust that you have in your governing body that went away over those rough years that we've been through. When I talk about the town council, I need to share with you of the roughly 30 meetings that have been held since last July 1st. There have only been 3 executive sessions for all the contracts that we handled, for all of the litigation situations that we've handled, for all the reasons that this council could have gone into executive session and made a big secret out of what they were doing. They chose not to do that. They chose to conduct your business in the light of day, and we are proud of that. I'm proud of it. It makes my job much, much simpler, and it makes your I hope it makes your trust in the job they're doing better. So thank you to the town council for your efforts in resolving the situation for the sewer. There's more work to be done. I look forward to it, and I know the council does. But nonetheless, it's a tremendous accomplishment. It will be the beginning of a new commercial day in Vernon. None of us think that we're going to flip a switch and it's going to happen tomorrow. But we have planned for it, and we have planned a financial plan that will keep every penny of cost that has ever been laid out for this or ever would be laid out for this sewer system off of your backs. We will recover it, and I'll tell you about it when we come back from this break as to how it's going to happen.
Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyoan Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com. Crystal Springs Resort, great recreation and nightlife in your own backyard. Ballyoan Golf Course is rated #1 in New Jersey. Black Bear's a popular choice for local golfers. And Great Gorge offers vintage 70s style golf. For your health, it's Mineral Sports Club, offering over 80 weekly fitness classes. Time to relax at Elements, the top-rated luxury spa. Then wind down at Kite's Restaurant with dinner, drinks, and a fun night out. It's all here in Sussex County, the best golf, fitness, spas, and dining. For more information, visit the CrystalSpringsResort.com.
Welcome back. I promised in the last segment to tell you how we could make the commitment that your tax dollars would be returned to you and that no further tax dollars would be spent. And you need to know that it comes from two efforts. One is from your town council. We, in fact, have authorized the availability of bonded financing for the MUA should it become necessary. Should there be a shortfall, there would always be the opportunity for them to, in fact, use that money. However, the major backstop to this entire project is Mountain Creek and Crystal Springs developers. As many of you know, those of you who have lived in this town a long time, years ago, when this whole sewer project started, the Mountain Creek people made commitments to see to it that, in fact, any shortfalls in the system would be underwritten by Mountain Creek. The new owners, the old new owners at Mountain Creek, in fact, have completed a new developers agreement, which basically parallels the one that was done in 2003 with the Inner West people. And I am confident that the people in Vernon will see clearly that Mountain Creek and its other entities in Vernon Township will see to it that the taxpayers in Vernon never ever get stuck with a bill. And so on that note, I would like the people at Mountain Creek to know that at least your government and the people involved in making decisions vis-a-vis the sewer system are thankful for that cooperation. And I would say that so far we are in good stead, and I look forward to doing things on behalf of the community together so that our community benefits as well as our retail, resort, and recreation industry. Two quick things that I want to talk about. You've read about it in the paper. Last evening at the council meeting, that would have been June the 11th, the council received a request for proposal to, in fact, develop and provide to our senior citizens affordable senior housing in town center. We will be dealing more with it in the future, but I'm here to tell you that it's real, it's going to happen. Your council and this mayor are committed to it, and it'll be done with not one penny of taxpayer dollars. In addition, at last night's meeting, a discussion was begun, and we will move forward in the process of review through the Environmental Commission, the Recreation Committee, and the Town Council considering the purchase of the property known as Camp Sussex. Many of you who live on the west side of the community know that that piece of property has fallen into great disrepair. The taxes have not been paid on it, and we are in the process of deciding whether or not to move against that property and take possession of it. The thought process is that we would develop a grove that would be useful to all of our citizens for all kinds of uses. We have plenty of places to play ball. We have plenty of places for our teams and the like. But there really is not a place in town where if you want to take your family for a picnic, or maybe you want to go swimming and you don't live in a lake community, part of that property includes part of Lake Glenwood. There also are other facilities on that property, such as a theater. And one of the things that was made clear to us by our youngsters when they were before the Recreation Committee about 2 months ago was that it would be nice to have a teen center or a community center. Some of the buildings on that property could be converted to it. We're in the very beginning of this process. The council has not made a final decision, but I wanted you people to know that your government is moving forward and looking at ways to, in fact, enhance the quality of our life without increasing your taxes. And that leads me, I think, to something that you need to hear. This mayor is committed to holding the line on your taxes. And if the financial plan that we have developed, and you may remember during the campaign last year, we talked about a 3-year financial plan. We actually have developed a 4-year financial plan. And barring any unforeseen things happening, I do believe that you will see for the very first time in this community a group of elected officials, politicians, who have kept their word to you. And your taxes for the municipal government will be affordable. And if we have our way, they will in fact go down while we reduce the debt of this community without having to commit to cut services. I'm proud of that. I'm pleased with it, and hopefully you are too. And so, that being the case, this first show has been fun for me. I hope it's been informative for you. I would like to, if I may, point out, as I said earlier, that our hope is that this would be an interactive program as we go forward. And so you will see flashed on the screen my email address that I would ask that you send questions, comments, or anything, any topic that you would like us to deal with in the future. It's very simple. It's victorj1948@live.com. That's victorj1948, all small case, @live.com. That email address has been dedicated solely to this program. Any questions, comments, or suggestions for future topics that you'd like to see discussed on Vernon Vibes, I'd look forward to interacting with you. As always, my telephone number here at the office, in the mayor's office, is available to you. If you have a situation that you want to speak with me about, feel free to come by or to call. Those who have done that know that I do respond, and I look forward to that. That's the fun in this job. So I thank you for joining us on this inaugural issue of Vernon Vibes, and I look forward to our next time together. In the meantime, God bless you, and I'll see you the next time. Thank you.